All right. It should be live. This is going to be a Titled Tuesday stream on chess.com. 11 rounds. There's 149 players currently registered. And yeah, these are all titled players. This is going to be a really tough event. And I don't know if I'll stream the whole thing, but I'll at least stream the first few games and we'll kind of see how it goes from there. I'm just getting crushed every single game. I might end early. But if I'm hanging in there, getting a win or two, I gotta keep going. Hey, Christina, good to see you in the chat. You'll be back soon. Sounds good. I'll need some tips. Starts in about 5 minutes. If you're just coming in, type a message in the chat. Let me know you're here. I'm going to try to play some of the ChessGoals opening repertoires. See if I can get some course games in. And then after the games, I'll analyze them briefly. I don't think I'll do a lot of talking during the games. I'll probably save a lot of the talking for in between games. Hey, John, good to see you. Yeah, there's a lot of strong players. I mean, look at this list. 30 players are over 2772 blitz. It's just insane. I've played in a few Titled Tuesdays and I always get crushed. So it's kind of like a mental test. Make sure I can handle losses. But I'm ready to go. I got some music queued up. I have the standing desk at a seated height. Got my water here. Should be ready. Have the best chance, at least, to do well. Lately, I've been playing 3+0, so this is going to be a little bit different. I believe Titled Tuesday is 3+2. I don't know for sure. It doesn't say at the top. I'm going to try to Google it. I don't know the time control. Oh, it's 3+1. Okay, that's not bad. 3+1's pretty good. So it's like playing 3-0. It's just you can't really flag people. Most players in this event will be able to play on a 1-second increment if they need to. All right, 3 minutes to go. Who else is watching so far? Oh, Chef Brezel. Yeah, I will be playing the Chess Goals repertoire. John, it is sized a little bit smaller. It's definitely not full screen. I have a pretty big monitor, and I would say it's about 10 inches high, board height. Hey, Mad Luck, good to see you. Thanks. I need the luck. So, Chef, I'm going to be playing. My plan is to play 1d4 as white and kind of go with the classical d4 repertoire for the most part. And then as black, I'm going to play the Caro-Kann and I'm going to play the dynamic Slav courses. So I'd really like to go full chess goals repertoire. And in between games, I'll analyze. I think during the games, I'm not going to say a ton. I'm just going to focus. AS says, what's your favorite opening? That's a really good question. It's kind of hard to pick a favorite. I like playing with the white pieces usually, like the classical d4. I like the Catalan as white. I like our E4 course a lot for an attacking repertoire. Like the Scotch is really fun. As black, I like the Caro-Kann a ton. Caro-Kann's just super solid, and I like the Stonewall Dutch. So I don't know, it's hard to pick one favorite. It might actually be the Catalan from the white side, even though that's not part of one of our courses currently. Catalan's an opening that kind of helped me get to the national master level. I bought a series by Quality Chess on the Catalan. And I mean, they're super thick books. Like, I don't even know, 400 or 500 pages. It's a two-part series, but I feel very comfortable in the Catalan positions. All right, 32 seconds. Let's get ready. Okay, I got the music queued up. I'm listening to rap while I play, in case anyone wants to know. I've done some experimenting, and I find it's the best music for Blitz. Otherwise, I like to listen to a lot of classical music if I'm just like studying chess or playing slow games. I'll listen to music without any words. Yeah, exactly, Madluck. This is content for Christina. All right, here we go. FIDE Master 2650. English. Queen trade offer. I'm guessing queen e2. Yep. I'm going to see if I can attack this f2 pawn long term. Maybe knight g4. h3 maybe? Knight's low on squares. Okay, I was wondering if I could take here. Or I could retreat. Allow bishop takes knight. Doubled pawns. Let's try this. I actually like the bishop pair imbalance here. Yeah, he goes for it. Okay. Where do I want the queen? Gotta make sure this bishop doesn't get trapped, but I want the queen to help out over here. b4 is threatened. Okay. This bishop pins f2. All right, where's this rook going? Bishop b8 to kick it. Don't see any tactics. Now this pawn's... Oh, wow. This is what happens. Play strong players. Okay. Just giving me the rook. It's going to take with the c pawn. I think I can... Sneak in b5. I'm going to try it. I want to take the rook, but I don't want this pawn to just easily take here. Oh, he's going for this. I thought this was okay for me. Okay. Gets the tempo on the queen. Kind of controlling things for now. Yeah. Maybe take here. I take queen, he takes queen check, I go king f7. My rook is hanging in the corner. I should have looked at that more closely. Yeah, he's looking at it. Knight takes pawn. It's a good move. Let's go for this endgame. I'm sure he calculated it's better for him. I have this little fork. Bishop c6, though, is probably good. Yeah, I'm quite a bit worse here. Definitely getting outplayed. Bishop takes rook should be good. I'm going to have trouble stopping this pawn from queening. Interesting line. If bishop takes rook, I take his rook. Pawn b7, I take the knight. And the pawn's kind of stuck. Oh, I didn't think of that. That's creative. What's he trying to do? I gotta watch the clock. What's he trying to do? Oh, this? Shoot. Yeah, this is just losing. Take rook and then rook here. That's simplest, I think. Yeah, that's good too. All right, not a bad first game. Hey, Justin, welcome to the stream. And that was a good player, 2650. I never play 2650s. Let's check out this game review. I felt like I was kind of hanging in there for a while. But then that exchange sacrifice, I did not see it coming. And that's something where I underestimate the exchange sacrifices quite a bit in my games. And I think that's definitely an area that kind of separates me from the next level, or the next multiple levels in this case. Wow, he played a really smooth game. So one thing that I kind of knew going into this, but I still went for it. Committing to f5 here is not the best idea. And the reason for that is because if white plays d3 instead of d4, they're able to play e4 eventually. And the e4 and c4 pawns chip away at my pawns on f5 and d5. So it's kind of a strategic mistake to play f5 this early. Hey Bob, welcome to the stream. And I kind of knew it when I played f5, but really my opponent did a nice job just punishing this. Like, look at how he gets e4 in. And all of a sudden now I have these awkward pawns on f5 and e6, with the e6 pawn being a big weakness, blocking in the bishop. So already this structure is pretty bad for me, and the eval bar says 1.8. I kind of dug myself a hole right in the opening. And the reason I played f5 is I was trying to avoid a little bit of theory. So maybe here I should have gone for something more standard like we recommend in the course. Knight f6, bishop out, e6, kind of play like a London from the black side. Had I known Bob was watching, I might have just gone for this black version of the London. Okay, what did he miss here? Knight e5. There must be a tactic here. Maybe knight d4. Double attack. It's a double attack. Everything looks like it's hanging. Yeah, knight d4 was the best move. Man, that's tough. Okay, next game. Here we go. I am. Come on, play d4. No one wants to play d4. Put that pawn up. All right, I'm going to go for this again just because d3, e4 is a little harder to get in at least. I'm just feeling the Dutch. There we go. All right, g5. Sometimes they play bishop a3, try to trade the bad bishop. Oh, okay. f3 or f4 for white. Usually I wait for c5 before I bring my queen out. Yeah, he's going to go f3. Let's try this. Oh, there's bishop takes knight, though. It's not the best. I could take back with this, otherwise the g pawn drops. Oh, he doesn't go for it. Doesn't go for it. All right. We'll take that opportunity to retreat my knight, eyeing these light squares. These are the kind of positions I like because it's not real obvious what to do. This move means that white's a little bit scared of my attack. All right, I got to watch the clock, though. Do I take on Passant? I think so. Try to target this pawn. Queen guards the knight. Double attack here. Got some attacks over here. I need to connect the rooks and get something on the g file. That's why I'm playing a slow-looking move. This bishop is a bit scary. I'm going for a g file play here. You might sacrifice on d5. It takes h2 ideas. I think this position's pretty good. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, good move. Bishop takes knight, pawn takes. Knight takes here, the queen's taking. Knight takes e3 is my threat. Check, I move. Knight guards the bishop. I gotta play a lot faster. Oh man. I like that end position. I gotta go a lot faster. I think in my mind, I think the 1 second increment's enough, but it's really about to flag. All right, that's a pretty good game. Tough opponent, 2,500. I had the advantage here. Knight takes e3, strong move. Yeah, I knew this was good, but I'm not supposed to take the bishop. Oh, rook takes g8, or rook takes g1 first. This rook can't take because it's on the queen, so king has to take, then the other rook comes over check. That's a nice move order. Let's throw it into analysis mode. Take, take, check. King moves, now take. And even though I have a bad bishop, this bishop's also bad. And if a move like a4 is played, now I can start creating threats. Maybe queen h3, trying to come into the g2 square. Oh yeah, I had a good position here. Yeah, Bob, you're right. I need to play faster. All right, 0-2. Rough start so far, but the games are starting pretty quickly, and I feel like my play has been okay. I'm all right with this game. What did I miss here? Perpetual. Oh, queen g4 check. If king moves, queen back. I definitely would have taken a draw here. Oh, it's advantage black, actually. Wow, minus -0.9. King h1 is losing after this and rook g8. So white has to run. Okay, but what if here? King e2. a little weird to have to play rook to d8, but I'm off a pawn, and it's solid. I guess this is still an advantage. Oh, Bob, you're right. I gotta play faster. All right, here we go. Speed, Matt, speed. I've not been working on my Nimzo. I haven't been studying this at all. I was hoping he would go for d5. We're only 2 points off the leaders. I don't know my theory. I'm just going to take. I think he should take, otherwise I can move that knight. Eh, I'll go endgame. Oh, I'm surprised. Thought for sure he was going to take. Okay, it's not an important decision, Matt. You just got to move. Pawns on dark, bishop on light. I'd like a3 next. Kick that guy out. If d5, I could almost play a3. Ooh, this is a bad decision by black. Knight a6, I have bishop b7. Knight c6 might be needed. Or f5, d5, one of those. All right, can I make this a good knight versus bad bishop scenario? That's the big question. Probably not, but I'm going to do my best. Bishop f6. Oh, pawn up. Okay. Wants e5. The king up. So now with his bishop on dark, I kind of want my pawns on light. They're on the wrong color. I don't know if this is good to commit to the king side like this. I'm going to try to open up the G file. Oh, yeah, that's a good move. YouTube keeps playing ads. All right, here we go. 129 to 41 seconds. Hitting these pawns. He might be able to go c6. Give me the b pawn. Considering knight e3, knight f5. Okay. See if I can get rid of this rook. 19 seconds. Oh, I blundered. That's too bad. Tough games, tough games. I don't feel like I'm getting completely crushed, though. That's the positive. And that game was a lot faster. I think that was much better chances than rounds 1 and 2. I put my opponent under a little bit of time pressure. Oh, man, but they're good. Didn't have much in terms of advantage. +1 around here, so the opening was fine, even though I kind of bailed out of the Nimzo. And where did it slip? Knight c3. Wonder what's wrong with knight c3. I don't know the strategic plans here. I must have missed something. Maybe it's b4. Trying to prevent c5. Because if I can isolate these pawns or blockade them, that would be really strong. Let's see. I bet it's b4. Yeah, it is. So what did my opponent play in the game? Rook fd8. Let's just say he does that again. Now c5. Okay. So with a little bit of time, I was able to figure that out. That makes me happier. At first, it wasn't obvious, though, that b4 was important. I thought, if anything, maybe b4 would be a target to a5. But I could just take. And now these pawns are isolated, this pawn's isolated, and I could shut this down. All right, so that was a good opening. Worked out well. And then right around here, I had an advantage as well. 1.2. Bird cell. Hey, bird cell, you gave me an idea. Yeah, these guys probably play this every week. Lots of practice. That's right. Oh, next game. We're seeing all these like Englishes and they don't play d4. We had another one here. Okay, this one's for Bob. This one's for Bob. It's important to attack this F pawn. I need my bishop here. I'm thinking maybe she should push past. I need that bishop on c5. Push past. I think it's a good choice. Okay. Let's go on the queen side. We got 3v2. This bishop is tied down. Let's go queen side. I'm thinking rook takes. Take on e1 and then take. Maybe she should take on e8 and then take. Oh. Okay. Oh, this is critical. Take, take, here. Let's go. Queen c2 is probably best. Then a3 falls. Maybe queen c3. Okay. Get that knight out of there so there's no bishop takes knight first. Okay, now I'm wondering if c3 is the move. Rook here, queen a4. Let's still try it. And then bring the knight back. Oh, do I go c2 here? I think so. Rook d2, rook b1. If rook e1, knight f6. Oh, there's queen takes knight. I missed it. Oh, that's a big miss. That's a big miss. I think I just give that pawn up. Maybe I should have played queen e7 first. I'm gonna go for some counterplay. Position's not completely busted. Bishop f4, I think, was an idea. I gotta be quick. I need to get something going over here. And quick on the clock, too. Okay, rook c8, I'll go for that trade. Trying to sack. Oh, jeez. All right. This is tough. This is really tough. That was my chance. 2100. That was my chance to get a win. Kill them all, Matt. That was my chance. All right, let's see that review. You'll get the next one. Well, c3 was a big mistake. Okay, so maybe I take check, move king. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't go for that. I still have the passed pawn and I have bishop and queen on the dark squares. All right, I'm going to try something new. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Christina, how'd you know? Unstoppable. That's right. I'm not going to play nice anymore. So we're 4 points out of the lead after 4 rounds. Bird cell. Thanks for changing off camera. How many games are going? Here we go. None. Oh, next round starting soon. Okay. All right, let's see the predictions in the chat. Will we get a win this round? How do you do a chat poll? I need to do a poll. How do I do a poll? JD, welcome. You've missed 4 draws. 4 losses, I mean. I don't know why I draw in my mind. There it is. There's the poll. Will Matt win this next game? Yes, no, or draw? No means loss for the actuaries. Place your votes. Will Matt win the next game? Yes, no, or draw? You gonna play Naka? If he's 0-4, there's a decent chance. I have an active SAS window open. Yeah, there's only one SAS procedure I know, Birdcell, and it's called proc win. Great SAS joke, huh? Let me know. Can you guys see the poll? Is it working? I've never done one before. What's Bayes' theorem again? Given Matt hasn't won a game, what are the odds that he wins the next one? Low. There must be a built-in break. No, but 100 says you will win. Prove me wrong, Matt. Okay, I think at 0-4 though. I mean, I should be getting players around my rating. I mean, look at this streak. Just so you guys know, I don't always lose. Look at this streak before the title Tuesday. There's more green than red, but then 4 red in a row. So sad. We lost to a 2650, a 2530, a 2540, and a 2120. Okay, I see 3 votes. 2 yeses, 1 no. Prove me wrong, Matt. Smithy Cube, were you the no? How do I boot Smithy Cube out of the stream? I'll add him as moderator instead. Bob, I'm adding you as moderator. The whole chat is moderators. Felipe. Yes, I was a no. How was your soul? I think that's what I'm training for, JD, is just, can you take loss after loss? Still feel fine, though. Okay, the poll has 5 votes. 3 yeses, 2 no's, and 1 draw. Even though a draw is also no. JD, do you know how long the titled Tuesday breaks are? Breaks after round 4 and 8. That's all I see in the notes. Okay, there is a prize for 5th place, $100. Top streamer, $100. There we go. 7 votes. 8 votes. 75% say yes. That's what I like to see. %, no, 12% draw. All right, here we go. 2,200. It's not letting me move. Okay. I'm doing no music. Let's see another Nimzo. Almost the same line that we had before. JD, don't look at the theory. I haven't been training the Nimzo at all. I just want something playable. Who's FM Eric 1971? Eric Van den Dykenberg or something? All right, he wants me to put all my pawns on light squares, same as my bishop. I'm a little unsure about this, but what I'm trying to do is play bishop f3, knight e4, and I want my rooks on the d file. Rook d8 is a good move here. So I'm thinking rook d1 next. Oh, he just comes right in. Just comes right in. No invitation. Doesn't even knock. He just barges in. But that knight's triple attacked, so knight b4 maybe? And I take queen, ruin his pawns. It's something. We might be fighting back. He's looking for crazy tactics, I can tell. Get that knight out of here. Here's a nice little tactic. If he takes my rook, my bishop hits this pawn, so it buys me a little time to try to fight for the file. Ooh, I was thinking I could get away with rook takes, but now I don't know. Let's just go for it because it puts his pieces on passive squares. I need some activity. I gotta play for the initiative. Rook to the 7th, knight a5, b4. Need that activity. Okay, let's keep it going. Oh, that's a big pawn though. Threatening rook takes bishop. He might miss it. Okay, let's just take. First win. 82%. I could feel it. It was not the prettiest win, but it worked. Hey, Eric, welcome to the chat. The poll was right. Yeah, you guys missed it. I was 0-4. Not really completely winning in any of the 4 games. And this was the best game by far. Never worse, even though I missed some things. Okay, let's look here. Knight d3, blunder. So I played queen c2 in the game, and knight b4 hit my queen. So I'm thinking it's queen b1. Well, there's still knight b4. Oh, is it rook takes knight, rook takes rook, f5, and then win the rook? Is that what it is? Rook takes knight, rook takes f5, pawn takes, win the rook. f5 right away. I was thinking knight takes queen, take, and take check. Oh, it is. Rook takes f5. Yeah, that wasn't on my radar. Okay, what else did I miss? Some sort of tactic here. plus 2.5. Does anyone see it? Rook, is it uh, rook c7? Oh, next game. Okay, we got a National Master 1941. Caro Khan. Advanced variation. C3 or D takes? F4. Okay. Knight F3? Nope. I'm threatening to win this pawn. Oh, should I snatch it? I'm hoping for this trick. E6 first, JD's right. E6 is so boring though. Traps in the bishop. Yeah, when I played knight c6, I should go e6. Oh, I really want a bishop on c5. Is that too much to ask for? I might have messed this one up by not going for the c-pawn earlier. Knight a5 and knight c4 looks kind of good. Maybe pawn to b5. Oh, trade offer. I think I have to take this. Try to poke at this kingside position. So I'm looking at ideas like rook c4, rook h6, rook g6. Maybe bishop here and sack for the knight. G3. Okay, that knight's going to move followed by c4, I think. Go g5. Hopefully this is okay. I don't always do well when my king's exposed like this. It's a bit risky. Okay, f5. Take, knight takes. F6. Oh, I'm lining that rook up with the queen. Could be dangerous. Don't feel like I'm playing very well in terms of sharpness today. Don't quite feel like I'm on my game. That's all right. Can't always have good days. I'm looking for king d7 to connect the rooks. I don't think that knight's causing me any issues yet. Okay, he's forcing the trade. Let's try to double. I'm leaving this weakness over here. But what I'm hoping is my queen can eventually inch her way into the position. Right now, I'm tying down the white queen, which I like. Oh, this pawn is hanging. Am I missing something, though? Oh, man. Okay, I'll take that. Gotta get lucky sometimes, right? That was not a very smooth game. Let's learn from it. What could I have done different? Yes, Smithy Q's right. I don't forget theory. I dodge theory. That's 2 in a row. Don't call it a comeback yet. 2 and 4. It's the shirt. Maybe I should stand like this for the next one. Keep the screen low. Yeah, I beat myself in this position. G5, I don't know what I was thinking. Really, I don't need H5. Okay, so what should I have done here? Maybe rook c4 immediately. Because there is a potential tactic of rook takes bishop, queen takes bishop c5 if I have my queen or another piece guarding this square. Yeah, rook c4, queen c7. That's what I should have done. All right, what about here? Missed tactic. Should be -3. I did turn with the shirt. There's the poll results. All right, NM 2400. Here we go. B6. Okay. kind of heading towards a French defense. It's kind of heading towards a French. Smithy Q, aren't you a French defense player? I shouldn't read the chat while I play. This does not feel right for black. This can't be good. Can it? Look at all these pieces jumbled up. How can this be good? How can this possibly be good? Rook E1, knight E5, knight G5. Okay, I think getting rid of that dark bishop should help. Even though this knight comes to F5, it's a good square for it. I think having the dark squares opened is a long-term weakness, as long as I can keep that dark bishop on the board. Knight F5, I'm guessing. And then I'm thinking bishop G5, and maybe the bishop comes into F6. Is H5 a move here? I think I'm okay there. Queen C7, hitting the pawn. No, Queen F8. Okay. Where is she coming out to? Or she just wants to put pressure on F2. Maybe D6 is the idea. I should probably plant my bishop on F6 while I have the chance. Looks okay. At some point I might take there. Right now there's rook takes back though. But I would like to get my rook to the 7th and then go bishop takes knight. If one of the pawns has to take back, then I think I'm in good shape. Rook C8, I'm thinking for black. I don't think he can allow rook C7. And I would like to stick that bishop on F6, because even if D6 is played, I think I can ignore it. And I'd be happy if my bishop comes back to E5. I feel like he's going to do some crazy tactic here. Oh, is he trying to trap the rook? Come on, move your queen. Oh. Okay, bishop takes knight. I'm going to bail out here a little bit. And by bailout, I mean blunder. Oh, that was so bad. All right, it was a good game though. I had some chances. Punish people that play the French. Good idea, Smithy. The shirt can't win every game for you. That's the main takeaway. Viva la France. Greece flag. I'm not sure what this emblem is. Oh, it's my flare. Yeah, you're right, Smithy Q. It's kind of a hard type of game to play in Blitz. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Look at that cliff. It was all one move. Yeah, right there. I didn't see it. I didn't look for a reply. Knight d4. Okay, so what's the best move here? King g8. Let me know in the chat. What do you think the best move is here? What would you play? We know it's a big advantage. I mean, now we're looking at Stockfish 3.8. 3.8, that's like up a piece or more. Yeah, it's secretly one of your games, Birdsell. What do we do here? 3.8. Is this where I go bishop f6? What I was worried about was a move like queen here and taking my rook. So that's why I played rook c1, because if queen here, I have rook takes bishop, and there's no pawn takes because this rook hangs. So king g8, I thought was renewing this threat. That's what I was worried about. So then I was thinking, well, can I try to trade off on c6? I keep looking at g4, but that's pretty committal, and that opens up the bishop, and he just takes. Any ideas? Best move for white? It would be nice to get my queen away from the knight attacks. Maybe queen c2. Oh, there's still a knight attack. Bishop e4 here was a good move. Okay. Next game. An IM with GM in their name. All right, this will be good. Future GM. So JD and I were just talking, and I told JD I'd never see the Nimzo. And I've seen 3 Nimzos today already in just this tournament. 3 Nimzos. And before JD says, Matt, you made the wrong move, I have not studied any of the Nimzo theory. But I feel like I'm not supposed to get E4 in like that. So maybe it's going okay. What you wrote the classes. It's true. In this position, it's pretty ugly. Knight D7. Didn't turn out well. Thanks for the backup, Smithy. Gotta keep queens on here. Hope for the best. Good timing to castle. It's this like F5 idea. It's a little annoying. Bishop doesn't have a lot of squares. Yes, this is a pawn structure you will not find in a book. That is true. So my idea is if rook b8, rook e1. And I'm hoping that it saves my position. Because I'm very close to just getting mated. I could see him playing rook f6. Okay, we got a bad endgame. Let's see if we can do anything. King is in really good position. So what I'm going to try to do is sacrifice the A pawn and activate my rook at the same time. I'm getting ready for this. It's important to centralize the king. He's going to move his king back. I almost want to play f4 right here. But it's not. So with check, I'm wondering if I can move my king back to d2. Maybe king up to c4, but then there is rook a4 check. All right, so he's going to put his rook up there. Yeah, he's not letting me infiltrate. Got him. I think I'm still just losing though. All right, that's called a swindle. That rook to the second rank, so dirty. Pressed a J. Joined just at the right time. Yeah, the opening was terrible. All right, I got to work on my Nimzo, JD. Need your help. Or I need to switch to Catalan, which I've played a lot of. Wow, look at that. The whole game was bad. I noticed his clock was low, though. I mean, look, he was playing on less than 10 seconds that whole time. That's pretty impressive. And then this was just... I knew he was pretty much pre-moving. So I was able to pick up his rook, and this should be a draw. It was close to a loss, though. Right here, I have to just make a waiting move. And then when he queens, 2 pawns for the rook. Yeah, Smithy Q, my openings do need a lot of work. When I'm active, that's like something that I really try to focus on is having my openings sharp. I think the reason I'm saying that is because I'm thinking about getting better at classical OTB chess. Not necessarily like how can I play better at Blitz. I know a guy that has a few courses. Too soon. So recap, 4 losses, 2 wins, loss, draw. So pretty much the games have gone according to ratings, except for this loss to the WGM 2100. That one I was higher rated. That last game we were very close in rating, even though I deserved to lose. That was great. I know a guy that I know someone that has a couple courses out. All right, I'm gonna take a real quick break. I'll be right back. Thanks, Presta J. Yeah, I was muted. Yeah, the dog cam was back. So we're on a round 8 break. 3 more games. Currently 2.5 out of 8. I knew it would be rough. What do you guys think? Should I try to do more of these titled Tuesdays in the afternoon? Live stream them? Because maybe I could make a goal each time to see if I could break my previous record. Honestly, in the past when I've played in these, I just feel demotivated. Lose a couple of games and I don't want to play anymore. But so far it's been pretty fun. All right, bird cells on board. And 4 o'clock p.m., that's a pretty good start time too. My favorite part is when you win. All right, new poll just going up. Put your votes in. Final score of the event. 2.5 to 3, 3.5 to 4, 4.5 to 5, or 5.5. There's a poll up right now. Place your votes. We have a 2,500 here. So if you voted before the 2,500, I'm sorry. It may influence your vote. Oh, we don't get a London, but we have a triangle with a Catalan attempt. We have a triangle Catalan attempt. Please let me castle. He's not letting me castle. Hope I'm not falling for a quick tactic here, but this is a little bit dangerous. Bishop e3. Maybe I blockade there. This is a little bit dangerous. F4. Threatening knight takes knight. Knight e4. Okay, that wasn't on my radar. A6, huh? Makes sense. I think I just have to go for this. Taking one of them. Okay, let's take here. Wow, these GMs, they can just be so tricky. Okay, I am +2, but white has to be better here. +2 on material. I think knight takes. Yep. The bishop is lined up with my rook, and I can't get castled yet. I gotta watch for rook takes pawn. And my clock. Oh, this is not good. I don't know what to do. Queen takes c3 probably. Need to get to safety. Knight check, I have to move my king. Yeah, that rook dies then. Bad sequence. I didn't calculate it all the way through. All right, so what's the material count? Down a full 2 points against a GM. The position's not completely lost yet, so I think I need to try to make some snappy moves. Maybe get up on the clock, get active. I want rook c8. Can have a7. Rook A8 check was coming. Just trying to make him think. Just trying to make him think. Rook here is really strong. Oh, he's fast too. It's gaining time. All right, good game. Let's take a look at that one. Having all your pawns on one side makes it harder to convert until we drop the knight. Yeah, definitely no swindles on this one. Oof. So strong. Queen b6 was a mistake. Make sure to vote on the poll if you haven't yet. Final score. Whoever said 5.5, Christina, it's not possible anymore. So it could be 2.5 to 3, 3.5 to 4, 4.5, possibly. What's the best move here? I couldn't play knight takes because pawn takes, and then this rook is on my queen. So it'd go knight takes, pawn takes, knight here, and then pawn e4. And my knight is pinned to the queen. Christine goes, what? Queen b6 is what I played in the games. Think of something new. Queen. I don't like queen c7 either. Maybe this is one of those lines where you just castle. Let me see. Nope, it's not. Knight d5, queen c7. I'm going back even deeper. Looks like maybe knight f6 would have been better than knight d7. So if knight c3 now, a5. And if rook d1, a4. And if knight e5, I guess this is all safe. So now I'm just kind of watching for this threat. Oh, these lines are dangerous. But I could potentially grab that extra pawn. What? 1 minute lost? There was no noise. It didn't say I had a game. It didn't say I had a game. Yeah, challenge mode. You're right. I don't think there was a noise. They just want me to lose. Well, one thing I learned today was that I lost every game with music on and not wearing the yellow shirt. I know some people say, correlation isn't causation or whatever the phrase is, but sometimes the numbers don't lie. I kind of want this knight on d3. I don't know if I can get him back there, though. I don't know if I can get him back there. So this is the imbalance I'm playing for. Good bishop versus bad bishop. Maybe this will be an imbalance lesson, impromptu imbalance lesson right here. I don't botch this. I think I want to stack the rooks on the c file, but I got to watch my king side. That's where his counterplay is coming from. I think I need to stack my rooks over here. And I have a4 break ready if needed. Get my queen on the c file. My bishop is happy, Smithy. I asked him. He said this is fine. He was okay with it. Okay, let's try to get the queen in first. So I can go after this pawn on a6. Maybe just leave this rook home to defend. See if he can fend for himself. He'd like to be on g1. All right, let's sink the queen in. Knight e5 is really juicy. Hitting that bishop. h3. That doesn't feel right to me. This looks pretty dangerous. You going queen h4? How do I take advantage of this? 20 seconds. Oh boy. I got a plan, guys. Don't worry. We castled. Oh no. What on time? I was just trying to play quicker. Oh, I forgot. That was the time advantage game. That's right. That was a 3-minute against 2-minute. I completely forgot, Christina. Yeah, I didn't play that the best. Let's take a look at um need to make sure I hear the other one. Okay, let's take a look real quick. Knight takes c8 here. Rook takes rook h3. Oh, the queen is trapped. I had a queen trap. So this was all okay. Shifting over to the king side, winning that h-pawn. This was all good. But here there's a queen trap. Okay. Yeah, I felt pretty good with that game, even though it was slipping sort of the time scramble. But I was never worse. Yellow t-shirts have speed properties. That's right. Bob, you gonna order a yellow shirt? So 10 games, 3.5 points so far. Why is 2.5 to 3 leading the poll with 50%? I'm ending that poll. Nobody has faith in me to get another win. All right, here we go. WFM 2309. This should be a good game. Black pieces. I was considering c6 there. I don't know if JD is still watching, but this is another one where I don't know the theory. We'll see what happens. I think our course says to play f6 in these lines, in case anyone's wondering. Oh, wake up. Pawn hanging. All right. Need to end with a win. Is that too much to ask for? I think it is. Okay, I could trade queens. I really don't want to. I feel like endgames have been pretty decent so far. Let's just go into this down a pawn and see what happens. Maybe I can fight out. Get the pawn back. If not, it's okay. Yeah, that's a good move. Bishop is stuck. Okay, I'm giving up h7 for activity. See what happens. And maybe g5 too. I'd like to get to c2. Double pawn gambit. I smell a brilliancy coming. Exactly. Pretty rough day overall. Pretty rough day. I just tried to take the pawn. That's bad. Oh, that's a free bishop. Somebody save me. It's all going down. All right, that was a tough game. So I underperformed a little bit. Um, yeah, I want to play more of these Title Tuesdays though. See how it goes. Thanks to those of you that stuck with me through the whole thing. Close to 2 hours. I like it though. It's a good amount of time, and I can go back and kind of look at those games again. Maybe get some better takeaways than just study your openings, because obviously they're not all opening issues. Stepped away to make dinner. That's all right. So on Saturday in Discord, there's the event marked. We're going to have some live blitz chess. Wow, look at that game. Really smooth by white. I never had anything. Saturday was blitz chess. You guys can beat up on me a bit. Hopefully I'll be recovered. Anyone have any questions or anything before we wrap up? I'll just wait a little bit. Three and a half out of 11, dropping 22 rating points. I'm watching now. Get ready for everyone should get ready to win. That's right. Yeah, thanks for watching, Birdcell. Bob, Smithy Q, Mad Luck, Christina, Presta J, and those of you that were in earlier. I think we'll wrap up there. I'll get some dinner, and we'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your evening.